Okay, so Doc, here it is. So I'm super happy. Lost 80 pounds, right, total since
Doing good
since
job on
March
yourself.
29th. Thank you. Um, Through the past 6 months, I would have to say about 6 weeks ago, you guys talked to me about perhaps tweaking my plan and going a little more precise, if I can use that, in a, a really key point nutrition program called F1. When I say key point, is the fact is that it's it's a program that since I've started this, I've now lost, I think, over 30 pounds in about 6 weeks,
Right.
which is amazingly dynamic, and it feels freaking great because I do not feel fatigue. I'm sleeping well.
Physically, you feel good.
I
Psychologically, do you feel
That's,
deprived? Do you feel?
I listen. Sometimes I have cravings.
Mhm.
Of course, I'm gonna have cravings, but the cravings, if I talk to myself enough, and I've had like the piece of cake I had, and it just didn't have the same oomph. It tasted way better up here than it actually tasted in there. So knowing that, it's a lot easier for me not to fall off the wagon.
Actually, the phase one program you're on is a ketogenic diet. So,
Yeah, well, see, it's funny. I thought I was doing one, which my brother Gilbert, whom you've met, and I was, cutting breads and sugars and all that, and I did. I had great results, but they were very slow results, but they were there. And but slow results were starting to get to a point where I was starting to get tired of it. And I kind of have been there, done that so many times that I was going to start, and I started drinking a little more and getting back to bad habits. So now that I'm on this F1, which is the keto concept, I just, honestly, what the hell is it?
yeah. Well, that's very interesting.
I get results, Doc. Don't
Yeah,
get me wrong,
you're
but
on a ketogenic diet. I would say you're doing the best one where everything is calculated. It's based on nature. Uh, think about the caveman, okay? So people, there were times of the year where they didn't have nothing to eat, and there are other periods where they could eat
eat abundance.
in abundance, kind of food, fishing, or whatever. So they would take, in those times, they would spare the energy and will eat more and will be stored as in their fat cells so that it's stored the energy just like your fridge at home.
Right.
And they could then use that during the period where they couldn't really eat. So it's a very, very natural
So it's
process.
an old concept, Doc.
It's very, very old. Well, we're doing this for the past 45 years.
Right.
And there's a lot of research. It's over 60, 70 years of research in there. So, and we do know now that when you got enough vitamins, potassium, magnesium, calcium,
Right.
enough proteins, low carb, good fat, not too high. So it's a very, very healthy, and you're the proof of it because you
Yeah,
work hard and you feel great.
I do.
And you do feel great physically and psychologically because, I mean, I see your attitude. I mean, you've already changed. You have really changed, and it's very interesting. Now we hear a lot about keto diets and so forth. So
Yeah.
they're not all the same.
It's the hip thing now.
Yeah, right. So basically they say, well, cut down on carbs. It's low carb,
Right.
Less than 50 grams per day. So it's like a slice of bread and an apple. So that's it. That's all. And have, well, many Atkins 50 years ago, I mean, just came out with that concept, and which is true. If you could slow down on carb, you'll be less hungry. But you can have too many fats also, or too many proteins even then, and so, or lack some calcium or other minerals, or so. I prefer, yes, low carb, but with well calculated vitamins, minerals, and
Okay.
and
Well, it makes
nutrients that you
sense.
need.
Yeah,
It
right.
makes sense. So you have the best of two worlds.
Yeah.
So because there's a lot of marketing around keto diets now. So,
Well, I'm gonna.
but you're doing the best one.
Yeah, yeah. But I'll ask you something after. I've got a couple of good questions for you.
Great.